Discovery of the Lost Battalion. Background. The Lost Battalion refers to the 77th Division's 308th Battalion, part of the American Expeditionary Forces in World War I, which became surrounded by German forces in the Argonne Forest. Argonne Offensive. The events leading to the discovery of the Lost Battalion occurred during the Meuse-Argonne Offensive, a major Allied offensive on the Western Front. October 1918. In October 1918, the 308th Battalion, under the command of Major Charles W. Whittlesey, advanced into the Argonne Forest but found themselves isolated and encircled by German forces. Communication breakdown. Due to the challenging terrain and communication breakdowns, the unit became cut off from the rest of the Allied forces, leading to their isolation. Siege conditions. The Lost Battalion endured intense German attacks, artillery bombardments, and harsh weather conditions during the days of their isolation. Limited supplies. Cut off from supply lines, the battalion faced severe shortages of food, water, and medical supplies, exacerbating their already dire situation. Resilience. Despite the odds, the soldiers of the Lost Battalion demonstrated remarkable resilience and courage in holding their ground against the German forces. Friendly fire incidents. The besieged battalion faced challenges, including friendly fire incidents from Allied forces unaware of their location. Discovery by Allies. The discovery of the Lost Battalion was a result of persistent efforts by other Allied units to break through German lines and establish contact with the isolated battalion. Relief attempts. Several attempts were made to reach and relieve the Lost Battalion, with different units launching courageous offensives to break through the encircling German forces. Message delivery. A carrier pigeon named Cher Amy played a crucial role in delivering a message from Major Whittlesey to Allied forces, providing vital information about the battalion's location. Surrender refusal. Despite their dire circumstances, Major Whittlesey and his men refused to surrender and continued to resist German attacks. Rescue operation. The rescue operation to reach the Lost Battalion involved overcoming challenging terrain, enemy fire, and constant danger. Relief by Allies. On October 7, 1918, elements of the 77th Division successfully broke through to the Lost Battalion, providing much-needed relief. Casualties and awards. The ordeal of the Lost Battalion resulted in heavy casualties, but the unit's resilience led to numerous awards for bravery, including the Medal of Honor. Impact on morale. The successful rescue of the Lost Battalion had a significant impact on the morale of Allied forces, showcasing the determination and bravery of American soldiers. Legacy of heroism. The story of the Lost Battalion became a symbol of heroism and determination, illustrating the sacrifices made by soldiers on the front lines of World War I. Post-war recognition. The members of the Lost Battalion received recognition and accolades for their bravery and endurance in the face of overwhelming odds. Historical accounts. Numerous historical accounts, books, and documentaries have been dedicated to recounting the events surrounding the Lost Battalion. Educational significance. The story of the Lost Battalion remains an important educational tool, providing insights into the challenges faced by soldiers in the complex landscape of trench warfare. Remembrance. Ceremonies and memorials continue to honor the memory of the Lost Battalion and the sacrifices made by its members. War poetry and art. The experiences of the Lost Battalion have inspired war poetry and artistic works that capture the human drama and resilience of soldiers in dire situations. Tourism and commemoration. The Argonne Forest, where the Lost Battalion was surrounded, has become a site of historical tourism and commemoration, attracting visitors interested in World War I history. Lessons learned. The discovery and rescue of the Lost Battalion highlighted the importance of communication, logistics, and perseverance in military operations. Symbol of courage. The Lost Battalion stands as a symbol of courage, tenacity, and the indomitable spirit of soldiers facing overwhelming challenges on the battlefield.